Hi, I'm Ray Dudley, your Delaware County Sheriff. These are just a few of the brave men and women of Delaware County Sheriff's Office who put their life on the line every day, serving you and protecting you. Please join us in the upcoming season of Delaware County Sheriff's Show.
Put your business up for everyone to see. Hometown Outdoor Advertising, 288-9000.
Welcome back to another episode of Delaware County Sheriff's Show. I'm your Sheriff, Ray Dudley. In this episode, you're going to see our 2017 SWAT School. What you're seeing is the officers are required to do a land navigation course. These officers all are dropped off at a certain location. They're supposed to get their bearings, locate where they're going, and complete their objective. All this while they've got all their equipment, which weighs 30 to 50 pounds on them, and keeping in a squad. The officers in this school are not only our deputies from the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, we also have Randolph County deputies who are looking to complete their SWAT operator school, which we put on here yearly. And this hike that they're doing, or the land navigation system, is about a 5-mile hike that they have to complete. A portion of this school is based on team building efforts. These officers are their individual teams have to move obstacles. So a lot of them are, we use tractor tires as well as telephone poles, which weigh a lot, and they have to get them to a certain location as a team and as an objective to complete the course.
Each team will split you up obviously in 5-man teams. We'll just do Randolph County, Delaware County. Okay, we're gonna have a little competition here. You've got you got 4 tires here. Okay, you got your biggest, your next to the biggest, and your two there. I'm going to tell you that those smaller ones right there, this is the only hint that I'll give you, is they weigh about anywhere from 160 to about 180. Okay, you've got to go start from here. I'll blow the whistle. That guy's got, each one of you has a utility pole down here. That utility pole has to go down with you to the cones down here. See the white cones every trip. So that means that you take your first big tire, all right? You cannot be rolled. It has to be flipped or it has to be carried. And this also has to be carried down every time. So your big tire goes first. This one goes second. It's stacked up on there like a donut would be, stacked up donuts. And then these two, your last ones. When you get done stacking the last one on there, you sprint back to here. Once the first team that sprints back and makes it across the line, they're the ones that win. All right? Any questions?
So every time the pull goes down, so even if we just flip one tire all the way down the pull, somebody has to carry the pull down and back every time?
Every time.
Gotcha.
Everybody got that?
Copy.
Pull goes down every time that a tire goes down. No rolling. Has to be flipped or carried. All right? You got 30 seconds to come up with your strategy. Go.
Hey, actually, can we only have one tire down at a time? Or
Yes. One tire down at a time. You figure out which is who's going to be your Who's gonna be your guys carrying the pole? Who's gonna be your guys carrying the tires? Other one, and then the other two. One tire at a time. Okay? Ready? Tires. Let's push the pole. That's right. Slow. Good run. Drop Phillips.
In real world now, we've got GPS systems. But when all that fails, we have to rely on what we know, and that is the compass and map. So in a portion of this show, you'll see the officers using their compass and their mapping system by gridding out their location and where they need to go for the objective.
Okay, so how many 100 meters are in a kilometer? 2,000. Okay, so every time you get to 100, okay, number one. Every time you get to 100, 200 meters. Every time you get to 100 or whatever your pace count is. So if I get, say my pace count 70, all right. So every time I get to 70, that's 100 meters. So I'm gonna go from here. You're gonna give me what azimuth that you're on, okay, and then you're gonna give me the pace count to that. Right? So you're gonna go. You're gonna go to that tree. Then once you get done with that, you're gonna go to that pine tree there. You're gonna come over to that tree. Right there. This one? Yeah. Where the metal post is, you see the blue, see the rope hanging down in the blue? That's your first point, okay? second point, you're going to go over to the white sign is, right over here behind the pine tree. Okay. From that one, look at where I'm at. Okay, so what's my azimuth? I'm going to go over here. All right, so if I'm moving in that direction, there's my 320 from right here. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to continue that march. Or, well, it's more like 305, 310. Gotcha. So I want to keep here. Okay, so now you're in that prone out position from right here. So what you're doing when you're in this prone, so the flanker.
So there's a portion of this school that we're not allowed to show on film, which would jeopardize any SWAT team throughout the state that would be looking to be activated on an actual call. So there's things to do with EOD, which is bomb. There are things to do with room clearing and stuff like that that we just won't show on the show. So, as everyone knows, SWAT is, a big part of SWAT is our weapons. SWAT is an acronym for Special Weapons and Tactics. So in this portion, what you're going to see is the officers being trained on the different weapons that we do use on a day-to-day basis in SWAT.
You'll fire a total of 5 rounds. Shooters on the line, load. Shoot that load, Angel.
Target we shoot now.
Okay, now take a look at your, starting on the far left, count out your target.
1, 2,
3. Well, you want to have a second one just like it. All right, so that you can be able to pull it out and go to work with that as well. Okay, all right, shooters. All right, first stage of fire. Again, you're going to fire a total of 5 rounds in 20 seconds. 5 rounds in 20 seconds. From a prone position. That means you're going to be laying down on your bellies. Now let's get back over here. Let's go so we can go. All right, is the line ready? The line is ready. Go! Time! All right, shooters, weapons on safe, fingers straight, stand up. All right, shooters, move forward to the 75-yard line. Shooters ready, stand by. Time. Shooters, make your weapons safe. Stand up. Alright, when I come to you, you're going to have 5 rounds in 3 seconds. Make sure you got enough ammo in your magazine. 3.0. Shooters, stand by. 1.56. Shooter, stand by. Where rear weapon is unsafe, pick up your magazines. Secure those magazines.
Pick the live rounds up too.
We're out at the Delaware County Training Facility right now at the training grounds. Been working on different aspects for this SWAT school. The only thing I can say about the Delaware County SWAT School is we've been doing it for quite some time now. East Central Indiana, Northern South Indiana. We've had people from out of state come through our SWAT school. Everything is pushed through the Law Enforcement Academy, make sure that we're training to their standards. The history, some of it has always been that over the years, 25 plus years now, I've been actively involved. It's been a really good learning resource, not only for SWAT operators throughout the state of Indiana, but also for our team. Every time that we can go out and keep our team blade sharp, as an instructor, you can see the mistakes that you can't always see as a student. So now you can sit back and say, all right, I've seen some mistakes that this student's making that I've noticed that I've kind of got bad habits over the years. So even though the instructors are here to teach students, they're in a learning process all the time also. In those 25 years, hundreds and hundreds of law enforcement officers have been through here successfully. We take a lot of pride that it is one of the tougher SWAT schools basically in central United States. It's not sit down in a classroom and read about it and theorize things. It's boots on deck, hands getting dirty, and as of today, we're out here, rain, shine, sleet, or snow. We're going to continue to train no matter what happens. We've got a young department now that we're passing the torch off to them. So some of us guys that have been doing it for almost 30 years now, we take pride that there's going to be a whole new group of young officers coming through that they're going to carry the torch. We broke the ground when SWAT first came in, and now it's time to let the new guys come in and show us how they can shine and save lives and be productive for the citizens of Delaware County and the people of Indiana as we train. Randolph County Sheriff's Department's here training with us this week also. So the good side of that is it's a sister county. If we have to go on a mutual aid to their county or they have to come to us to train, we've all trained together.
So I get jumpy the first shot every time. Now we're playing in the mud like some pigs. Never drink out of two that comes from a sack.
Probably frozen.
Big different with the backpack and weight on, so you got to put
That means not on your knees, that means squat. Ready for a round. Okay, pick your paper.
center mass or headshot?
Center mass. Up!
So while our 2017 SWAT school was going on, we actually had an active call out, which some of our SWAT members not only was giving classroom and real-time training for SWAT officers, but they was also activating in an actual call out. So they were spending about 15 to 16 hours a day during this time. We worked well with the U.S. Postal Service workers who assisted us in a couple different raids here in Delaware County.
Okay, we were notified for the federal male investigators that there were some packages that got flagged that are going to this address. We're about to execute a search warrant on tonight. The The mail inspectors ran a canine around it back in Indianapolis and indicated that it was positive for narcotics. They opened the package and it was 1.2 pounds of methamphetamines. So we're going to deliver the package and then hit it with the SWAT team.
Pretty much 0.2 pounds that we got plenty pulled out for safety reasons for evidence purposes. But anyway, 1 pound meth delivery at 318 East 8th Street, Muncie, Indiana. This is one box of a total of 5 that we've seen to Muncie in the past couple of days.
10-minute minimum on, he has to be in the house, so we're looking at 10 to 15 minutes. If somebody takes the package, they take it in the house, the clock will start, and then 10 to 15 minutes after that, we hit it. Okay? Judge Voorhees is going to sign it. When I left the office 30 minutes ago, they were right at the final to take it down and have her sign it. So unless something's changed on the Fed side, we should know, hopefully by the time Tim gets here, whether it's actually going to be the federal agent delivering or if it's going to be the regular package delivered.
Well, there's waivers there.
I did it earlier.
So that's the backside then. So this is 32. So that's facing north. So we would be coming from just that end here.
Go.
Alright, these are our flex cuffs. We put these on you if you commit any crimes in Indiana. If we don't have handcuffs, or if we don't want to give handcuffs away, you get a pair of these.
Hit the house. If this guy jogs down the road and snatches that package, he is the package now, so I'm going to let the team try to jump in and whoever officer can get on it.
Yeah, if it leaves the car or on foot, that's when we go.
Most likely it's going to leave on foot because he didn't drive in.
Okay.
Okay?
I love it.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Snickers, you got the shield.
So in this joint effort between us and the U.S. Postal Service, we had a productive week. We ended up getting off the streets about 6.5 pounds of crystal meth, which was shipped here out of state from the Mexican cartel across the U.S. border and then shipped to Delaware County. With a street value of about $266,000 that was able to not only block them from getting this money, but also potentially saving some lives here in our county. As being a 15-member SWAT officer and the breacher for those 15 years, what you're going to see is in this episode is some of our breaching techniques. Once again, we won't show them all to you because we don't want to give away our special skills, but you will see a little bit of the breaching in this episode.
Then we'll do a thumbs up, squeeze back. So I'm going to get the thumbs up, I'll squeeze, and then we'll do a squeeze back. So that knows that they're ready. And now I'll do a countdown. Say, command, be advised, I have control. Stand by. We're going to go hot, so we're going to do a live shot right now. Command, I have control. Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2, next, come over here. So you see what Jeff does, see how the place is done. What he's done is that basically that we have the 75 grain cooling linear. Now if this was on hinges or whatever, it would have cut this off. It would drop the door right in the doorway, all right?
and you've been right through on the inside. So you've been hoo-yah. If you come back around onto the other side, watch the wire. What you see is that it just takes this and just drops this stuff right down to the inside. All right. Now, what you're looking at is, okay, this particle board from right here. You're seeing is hardly very little falling whatsoever. So literally, if somebody was on the inside right here, okay, you're not really going to be catching anything at all. All right. Or whatever does hit you is just going to hit you and bounce off. All right. So very low probability of any type of injury while you're on the inside. Okay. So now, if this wouldn't go through how you'd want it, follow up with your mechanicals, shotgun, any type of mechanical or anything like that that you want to follow up with. All right. Jeff, anything you want to add?
No.
Okay. All right, guys. Questions?
Okay, actually, a couple of different ones that I keep in this pouch. Each one of our explosive breachers has what we call one explosive breaching pouch.
Some of the different things that we're training on this week, I know day one, it was high-end physical stuff, a lot of PTing, land nav course, there's a run, we're doing wilderness operations, have to hit certain parts on a map to make sure that you know how to work your way through a woods, around rivers and streams. I think if I remember right, it was 4.7 miles yesterday. They had actually patrol in and out of, carrying rucksacks that weighed 30 pounds each, plus all their tactical gear and their body armor and whatnot. So the physical side of this has always been challenging. I think there was a misconception back when SWAT first started that it was all about brawn and no brains. I think we've proven in the last 30 years that you have to have a thinking, educated person that can make good decisions at heat of the moment time, and also have the physical side to last for hours or days at a time on a call out. So yesterday was a good day of trekking through the woods, trekking through water. I know they did some boat work, they did some hostage rescue. Their day ran from basically 7 o'clock in the morning till about 10:30 at night. And everything's train and go on the fly. They're not stopping and going to McDonald's, and they're eating on the run all the time. So that aspect of it is the stamina. It's the, do you have the heart? Do you have the goal set that you want to be the best, you want to save lives, you want to protect property, that you're going to put that extra. It's just a step above your average police officer. We're asking you to step above and be that person that can do the specialized training, as SWAT indicates. That's what it's all about. Throughout the week, they're going to do things. Obviously, today's a range day. They breached doors. They made explosive entries today. They made shotgun breaching round entries today. Now they're working on their patrol rifle. They'll go to their handguns, and then they'll end up going to shotguns. Once that's done, they'll move on to their next evolution of training. I know tomorrow everybody's going to be on the road going to Indianapolis. They'll be at the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy. They'll be shooting at their $1 million plus indoor shooting range house there. There we use all frangible ammunition for a safe environment, shooting environment. But it's actually live fire, move to the threat, take care of the threat, save hostages, but there's no room for errors there because it is all live round shooting, and most of the shooting is going to be basically side by side, shoulder to shoulder type environment. Another aspect that they need to train on that's above and beyond is working whole skill sets, mission objectives in total darkness. Obviously, technologies has put us to where we can use night vision technology. There's thermal available now. All that comes into play, but then there comes the side of sometimes you can't use that stuff. So you're just back to old school. How do you move effectively through dark and low light environments? So that also includes movement, rescue, and shooting in those environments. So that's another twist to it that we add, that the normal everyday, I'm not saying that we don't as police officers train like that, but we're learning a whole new skill set, so it takes us to a different level at that point.
So what you're going to see in the last part of this show is that they worked as a team, clearing houses and locations. We had officers and other participants help out in being the suspects and victims, just to make sure that they got the whole gist of the training, and they're able to take this back to their communities or our community and be productive SWAT officers. And then after this was completed, and they completed the entire course, they got their certificates, which is good throughout the state of Indiana. Thanks again for watching this episode of Delaware County Sheriff's Show. Please tune in for the next show. We love having everybody watch our show. And remember, if you know of anything that's going on in your neighborhood or anywhere around you, feel free to give us a call here at the Sheriff's Office. It's area code 765-747-7885. Or check us out on Facebook or Twitter. Thank you.
We would like to thank the following underwriters for their support in producing this show. Put your business up for everyone to see. Hometown Outdoor Advertising, 288-9000. Pizza King, good to the very edge. Several Muncie locations. Parson Mortuary Incorporated, 801 West Adams Street, 747-1100. Muncie Sanitary District since 1965. 300 North High Street, 747-4863. McGalliard Guns and More, 800 West McGalliard, 288-GUNS. Northwest Towing and Recovering Incorporated, 2 locations to serve you. 2900 MLK Boulevard in Anderson, Indiana, 1625 East 60th Street. One of the nation's best transportation systems. MITS and MITS Plus offer public transportation for the residents of Muncie. Go to mitsbus.org for more information. Broadway Motors Incorporated. $2775 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard, Muncie, Indiana.